Hello dear children. Now again a very important topic from magnetism comes our way. Obviously we have learnt about the Lorentz force in first or second video of this chapter, and the Lorentz force that if we recollect, that was equal to QV vector cross B vector. So if we'll recapitulate this topic, then we shall know that if a charged particle is moving in a magnetic field, because we cannot say if the charged particle is rest in magnetic field, because there it will experience no force. Velocity is an important factor if a charged particle has to experience some force in uniform magnetic field. So we have discussed about this formula earlier, and this formula opens to QVB sine theta. So it is very clear from this topic, if charged particle has no charge, suppose like it is neutron, then it will experience no force in magnetic field. If it is not moving, example, if velocity is 0, if the charged particle is at rest, then again it is not going to experience any of the force. And suppose if theta is equal to 0 degree or 180 degree, meaning charged particle's motion is parallel or anti-parallel to the magnetic field, again it is not going to experience any force. So it is very different case from the electric field itself. So if we have to discuss about, then what is the formula we have shown earlier, and what is the motion, so we have to discuss it in a topic, which is the motion of charged particle in a uniform magnetic field and in analytical method. So starting with the method, suppose we have some direction of magnetic field given by this. If we are saying this magnetic field is uniform, we must draw it in equidistant and parallel straight lines. Suppose a charged particle enters this magnetic field and the charged particle moves with velocity, you can say velocity is v, making an angle theta with the direction of magnetic field. Because we are very clear, if angle is 0 or angle is 180 degree, then no force will be experienced. But our motive or our aim is to find out for other angles. So for solving this topic, we must take the use of this particular equation, and using this particular equation will lead us to the final motion or final answer. So suppose this is the charged particle, so it should have two components. Velocity should have two components. So one component of the velocity should be v cos theta. I should write it vx because it is along x-axis kind of, and then second component of velocity will be equal to vy. So vy should be written as v sine theta. So writing simply, then resolving velocity, we have two components, v cos theta and v sine theta, to whom we have given the names vx and vy respectively. So considering the topic or applying the formula along x-axis and y-axis separately. So आप लिखेंगे for x-axis, force experienced by velocity vx will be given as q vx b sine of angle between them. Now you can clearly see vx and b, angle between them is 0 degree because they are parallel. That means force experienced is 0. That means this velocity component would move as such, as if it is not acted upon by any force. So velocity along x-axis will remain constant, can never change, because it is moving parallel to the magnetic field and should experience no force. Now coming along y-axis, we must apply the same formula. So applying the formula, it is v f is equal to q, you should write it f1, you can write it f2, q vy b. Then clearly you can see from the diagram, vy and b makes an angle 90 degree with each other. So f2 will be equal to q vy b. I am not writing v sine theta because it will complicate the equation. So just write the force to be q vy b. Now I need to find out where should be the direction of this f2. F2's direction can be found out by using right hand rule. Why right hand rule? Because Vy and B were in a cross product with each other. You had found out it using Vy vector cross B vector. Then how can we find out Vy cross B? Formula I am recapitulating, and then you should also recall it again. Vy, place your right hand in the direction of velocity. Move the fingers, curl the fingers along the smaller angle to B vector. Thumb will give you the direction of force. Let's do this. Velocity's direction, right hand. Move your right hand along magnetic field, to magnetic field through smaller angle. Thumb is in the plane of paper. So where should be the direction of F2? It is in the plane of paper. So if I draw this diagram again, but if the diagram was in this manner. Now you can suppose the tip of my sketches are the direction of magnetic field. Let the tip of the sketches are the direction of magnetic field. Then I am giving a total 90 degree flip to the magnetic field. So how should I draw it? I should draw it like cross, because magnetic field is now going in the plane of paper. So here the force was in the plane of paper. Now if the whole diagram turns like this, the force will be towards left side. Now let's draw this, then you should understand this clearly. Let the magnetic field is now drawn like crosses in the plane of paper. Then the velocity about which I was talking is Vy. Vy will remain as such, because Vy already was here. If diagram turns, Vy will continue to remain in that direction. If this is Vy, then the force will be along this direction. Now recall again, children, we have learned in 11th class, if motion and velocity are perpendicular to each other. Recall again, if motion and velocity are perpendicular to each other, the thing will try to move in the circular path. And if this force will become centripetal force, the thing will keep on moving, continue to be moving in the circular path. And this force is equal to F2, and the force is QVYB. Suppose the thing turns due to this force. The thing was moving like this. Force is pulling it constantly, so it turns like this. So the turn that it takes is like this. At this point, velocity is again here Vy. Then force will be again here. Then the object will move like this. At this point, velocity vector is here Vy, and the force is along the center. Then again it will turn like this. Again the force is towards the center, and velocity is here. Then the particle will move in a circular path. Again I can show you, if velocity vector is here, magnetic field is in the plane of paper. Right hand, magnetic field in the plane, thumb means force is here. Coming to this point, right hand, I should keep the right hand like this in the direction of velocity, move in the plane because magnetic field is there, the force is there. So I've drawn the forces at every point using the right hand rule. That means here this force QVYB will become the necessary centripetal force for the particle. Centripetal force formula we know, mv square upon r. So this force F2 will provide the necessary centripetal force to the particle, to the charged particle obviously. So if a charged particle is placed in a magnetic field, suppose perpendicular to the magnetic field, it will move in a circular path. Here the case would be different. So look at it first of all. Vy cancels with Vy. I get the value of r to be mvy over qb. That means the radius in which the particle is going to move in the circular path is given by mvy upon qb. So particle will move in this kind of a circle. What should be the time period of the particle's rotation? It will be given by distance. Obviously it will move a distance, circumference of the circle, divided by speed. It was moving with the speed vy. Put down the value of r, 2 pi mvy over qb vy. Vy cancels with vy. I get the value of time period to be 2 pi m over bq. I am turning the page to the next one, so we can use the equations. Time period I am writing again. Value of time period came out to be 2 pi m over bq, meaning the particle will move in the circular path with this time. Time taken for completion of one circle is 2 pi m by bq. What should be the frequency then? Frequency will be 1 by t, that means bq by 2 pi m. And what should be the angular frequency? Angular frequency is 2 pi nu. It will be 2 pi, nu is bq by 2 pi m. So it will turn out to be, omega will be bq by m. So these are some general formulas that must be calculated from that formula. So exactly here in our topic, along y-axis, meaning force along y-axis is making the object move in the circular path. There is no force along x-axis. That means particle is moving with the velocity vx along x-axis. So particle has two motions. One, it is moving along the horizontal direction. Second, it is moving along the circle. So both the motions, if interconnected together, so particle will move in the helical path like this. What should be the motion of the particle? The particle should move in the helical path. So what is the path? Called helical path. When helical path? When the particle or the charge is moving with the velocity, making an angle theta, any angle theta, with the direction of magnetic field. And what should be the pitch? What should be the pitch of this helical path? Pitch should be equal to velocity along x-axis into time period up to which the particle completes one circle. It is given as v cos theta into time period is 2 pi m over bq. So finally the particle will move in the helical path. Thank you.